everyone has their own individual pressures. As students, you have pressures to study. People who work go through pressures of deadlines and commitments at work. People who are married are worried about family pressures, their mortgages, their bills, and their mother-in-laws and father-in-laws and sister-in-laws and brother-in-laws and whatever else exists. I was telling the story the other day. This is my favorite story. I just keep sharing it all the time. This is what really happened. You can't believe this, but this happened. I came to London Heathrow once, and at London Heathrow, I came to the immigration officer, and this immigration officer, elderly man, he said, "So what are you here for?" I said, "To give talks." He said, "Then are you living at your Watford Centre?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "How long will you stay here for?" I said, "About 2 weeks." He said, "And can I ask you a personal question?" I said, "Please, sir." He said, "Are you married?" I said, "You are an Indian, aren't you?" "I'm a monk." He said, "No, I was just cross-checking, just in case." And then he said, "Can I ask you another one, please?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Are you not missing anything in life?" He thought he caught me at the wrong foot. "Are you not missing anything in life?" I said, "Of course I am." He said, "What?" I said, "Problems." You know what? He loved my answer. Believe me, hand on my heart, he stamped my passport, and as I'm walking out of the gate, he put his hand on my head, blessing me, said, "Son, remain like this. Son, remain like this. You will never have to go through any issues and your problems in life." God, you know what? I mean, it's nice to laugh at, but as I walked through the gate, I turned to him and told him, "Look, gentlemen, I must tell you something. Don't think that me as a monk is free from problems. Anyone who lives in this dog-eat, dog-live world, as they might say, or anyone who lives in this world full of rat race and pressures, whether it's you who are a student studying, or one of you corporates or business people who's working, or married man or lady who's kind of dealing with family life, or myself as a monk, we are all subject to our own pressures. We are all subject to our own stresses. We are all subject to our own individual worries and anxieties. Just the flavor is different.
Problems that we face. And what should we do when problems seem to besiege us from all sides? There was the service engineer of a huge manufacturing house in New York. At night, he received 2 emails from his clients. One was from Nevada, demanding that he reach there tomorrow by the next flight or they would cancel the contract. The second was from Jacksonville, Florida, asking him to reach there at the earliest to solve the problem in the machine that had been purchased. Pondering over what he should do, he went to sleep. Next morning, he received one text message from Bakersfield in California demanding that he reach there at the earliest possible. And the fourth was from Cleveland asking him to reach there immediately. He completed his breakfast, put on his coat, walked out with his briefcase and waved for the taxi. When the taxi driver stopped there, he said, "Sir, where do you wish to go?" This man said, "I don't care. Take me anywhere. I've got problems everywhere." But we all feel sometimes that we have so many problems. As somebody said, "I like to live one day at a time." But recently, many days have attacked me together. That is the reality of life. I once saw a cartoon The father had stopped the car and got down and was changing the punctured tire. The young child was sitting in the car and peeping out. He was complaining, "Father, why is this happening to us?" The father was responding, "My child, this is life. It is not a TV channel that you just change the channel and get rid of it." So problems are a fact of life. Now, what should we do when we face them? The first one, expect problems to happen. If you have a job, the only way you can justify the job is that you are solving the problems that are arising. So expect problems. When parents have children, they assume that their children will grow up to be the most obedient, the most dedicated and loyal. And when that doesn't happen, they become surprised. Why did you have false expectations? The second one, anticipate problems. In other words, if you are going uphill, you naturally anticipate that the journey will be difficult. Similarly, if you take up a project, anticipate there will be problems that will arise.